Hey guys, welcome back to another Clash of Clans video. My name is Chief Pat, and today, bringing you guys the next episode of my Let's Play Clash of Clans series. And today, taking a look at what we can upgrade around our base, I'm actually going to go ahead and knock out some of these traps, seeing as all of my builders are free. So hopefully we can do at least 2 of these giant bombs. As far as Elixir goes, again, the only upgrade I have left is the P.E.K.K.A. up to level 3. So I'm going to slowly save for that. Obviously, we're in no rush. Let's go ahead and check out some bases and see what we can find. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been finding an insane amount of loot, and people have been tweeting me that. You've been seeing that people have been sort of changing their opinion on the update, and one of the reasons people are finding more loot is that they made an announcement on the forum a couple of days ago. They really didn't publicize it too much, but they said that they actually had a bug where dead bases were being removed from the game. So a quote-unquote bug removed the dead bases to where that's why we weren't able to find them as much on Town Hall 8. I told you guys it was taking me like 25% to like 40% more time to find these bases, but it looks like they've actually fixed that, and because of it, I've been finding an insane amount of resources. It's safe to say that whatever happened inside of the game, it looks like they flipped it around, at least for me and what I'm finding. So things have been pretty good, including this offer right here, which was over 800,000 resources. So we're just making our way in right now. I'm just taking out all the stuff on the bottom. I definitely want to drop my king in the beginning. Like I tell you guys, sometimes I forget to use my king throughout an entire farming session. And at that point, what's the point of even upgrading your king at all or buying him if you're not going to use him? And taking a look at the top, the rest of the collectors I'm going to want to get to are up here. I'll use some archers on the gold mine to avoid that wizard tower. Going to try to take down the gold mines on the left and the right. And we're still prioritizing gold, but if we could get to that dark elixir, that would actually be pretty sweet. I can use my spells when I need to, seeing as I have 3 lightning spells right now. And as my barbarians take care of that builder hut, now I can shoot over the top with my archers, and we should be able to get some juicy dark elixir out of that pump. So far so good. Looks like we've gotten all the gold. There is a significant amount of elixir left, but there's actually going to be some inside of the storages, so I'm not going to be able to get all of it anyways. I'll just wrap up this raid by dropping these barbarians and these archers, but unfortunately a little bit unlucky with that mortar shell. It actually clipped the feet of my archers, and I guess they have a vital point in their feet, so they all died at once. And yeah, 214,000 elixir left. We do have some lightning spells if we want to drop them somewhere, but I don't really see where we could. So wrapping it up, 386,000 gold, 326,000 elixir, 810 dark elixir. So if this is what we're finding, things are going to be awesome. Let's move on to the next raid. Okay, so here looks like we found a Town Hall 8. A lot of the gold mines are on the very top. Gonna drop a single wall breaker as well as a couple of barbarians to distract, followed up by a giant, some archers, and more barbarians. And we're gonna be able to take care of most of these gold mines in this first part of the base. Now for the elixir on the bottom, we're gonna move to that in a second. It doesn't really look like there's too much dark elixir inside of this base, so I'm not too worried about trying to get to that drill, but just making sure we get all of that gold before we move to the elixir. And now that that last defensive building's down, that gold mine's gonna go down as well. Okay, so taking a look, there's only one more gold mine that's hiding right here. So barbarians to distract, follow up by the archers to shoot over the top. GG, that's going to do it for the gold, and now we can finally focus on that elixir. So it looks like it's pretty similar, except that there's a strand of level 4 walls that's blocking the way. So a couple barbarians to distract yet again, single wall breaker to make its way through, followed up by a giant, and we're actually going to have to break through another layer of wall if we're trying to get our giant and our barbarian to those pumps. Okay, so wall breaker's going down now. Looks like the wall breaker was able to make it. Archers are slowly going to make their way around into the center of the base. They were cleaning up some of the buildings on the outside. Looks like we're doing a pretty good job with those pumps, and let's take a look at what we have left. So there's a pretty high level pump right here on the top that we're going to want to take out, as well as the barbarian king's hanging out right there. So we're going to have to take care of him, focus a little bit of our troops there, and then my archers should be able to clean it up in a second and shoot over the top for the final bit of resources. Now, like I said, not really too much dark elixir, so I'm not going to break my back to try to get to it. Would much rather try to save most of my stuff. But seeing as I don't really have too many troops left, it's actually not bad of an idea to just try to spam it out, see if I can make it there, and I'll just reset after this one and train up the rest of my troops anyways. But unfortunately, Tesla on the outside means my archers are going to be zapped to death. They're going to make their way through, and I'm sure after this gold storage goes down, they're just going to get zapped by the Tesla and the mortar shells anyway, so no real point in continuing this raid. I'm pretty sure they're about to die, and yeah, that is going to wrap it up for this one. In total, we still ended up getting all of the gold as well as all of the elixir for about 600,000 resources, as well as a massive 5 dark elixir to cap it off. We can almost trade a minion with that 5 dark elixir, but let's move on to the next raid. Okay, so another massive offer that really didn't take me that much time to search for. 490,000 gold, 395,000 elixir. Let's just take our time with this base. None of the mines and pumps are completely unprotected, so we don't want to waste all of our troops. We really don't have our king, any clan castle troops. We do have our spells though, so keep that in mind. I'm going to try to use my spells the best that I can, but let's just try to be as conservative as possible and try to take care of as many of these resource collectors as we can. Okay, so on the left-hand side, things look good to go. Looking at where else we could drop some of our stuff, I could probably save my lightning spells for either the center for the dark elixir or use it on one of the sides if I want to. Barbarians are going to go for that dark elixir drill, or not dark elixir drill, dark elixir spell factory, dark spell factory that is. And after that, troops will make their way into the core and start taking out those gold mines as well as that dark elixir drill. Okay, so far so good. We've gotten over half of the gold, as well as the elixir's not too shabby as well. I think it started at like 490,000 gold, so we're doing a really good job with almost 300,000 so far. Taking a look at where the rest of the resources are, there is a gold mine up here. I don't want to waste any troops though, so I'm going to start off with these archers to clean up these buildings right here. There's also a gold mine right here that we're going to want to take care of, so I'm just going to drop some archers around. Also the town hall, sometimes I seem to forget about that, but it wouldn't be too bad to take that out as well. And looking at this dark elixir drill, I think this is going to be what's worth dropping my my lightning spells on. So one right there, second one's going to follow up. That's going to give me a decent amount of dark elixir, somewhere around 500. And as these archers finish off this last spell factory right here, finally we'll be able to shoot over the top and get to this gold mine. All right, so Barbarians distracting just a little bit. Archer's doing a good job shooting over the top. That's going to wrap it up for there. Barbarian King's not going to play too much of a factor, as he is a little bit too fat and lazy to make it there. And finally, there's only one more gold mine left. However, I don't really have any troops left. Only a couple of archers. They're going to do the best job that they can shooting over the top. And luckily, they were out of mortar range on the top. So we actually made our way and destroyed that final gold collector. And yeah, that will wrap it up for this raid. One more spell for good luck on top of this elixir collector right here, and that will do it for this battle. All right, so taking a look at what we got, all 490,000 pieces of gold, an amazing job there, as well as almost 200,000 resources, followed up by 825 dark elixir for some really good raids in a really short period of time. Okay, so checking back at base, we ended up at 1.7 million gold. We actually don't have any defensive buildings that we could upgrade with that amount. So like I said, let's just upgrade 2 of these giant bombs. It's only going to take a day to get done. That's definitely going to help us out in war. And yeah, still nowhere close to that P.E.K.K.A upgrade, as well as for Dark Elixir. I'm sort of tempted to upgrade my minions, but definitely going to save up for the king, seeing as he's a little bit more valuable, and that will wrap it up for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys are thinking about farming recently as far as dead bases go. Like I said, they did make a post on the official forums saying that the bug had been fixed to where dead bases should be available. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.